But what we are hearing, from other sources is that the advancement of the weapon coming from Libya is purely targeted at what the Biafrans are trying to achieve come December 2nd. Nigerians should stop threatening Biafrans. Nigerians should stop threatening Biafrans, should stop sending army, to stop sending army. It looks like it's a joke. It's not working. The Eastern governors should be very excellently careful. At least they should show leadership. Because maybe the world have not seen or heard the hidden treasure. Yes, Biafrans has hidden treasure. Yes, let me be candid here. There's also speculations that some other francophone countries who are in support of what the Boko Harams are doing in Nigeria, who are also in support of the herdsmen through the contacts of those Fulanis who are emirs and politicians, are in a very big, allegedly building up a certain strategy, through Libya, where they tend to support, they are already exhausting. Yes, they are already exhausting their armory and weapon, and they will learn that this present one has the federal government, as we believe, who are in the government trying to push it through Libya. There are these other ones that are coming through the sea, the dry borders, the open borders, the porous borders here and about. You understand? They are assembling it wherever they are in their own respective forest. There's intelligence report coming from the Biafran government in exile, who are deeply monitoring, the diversification that is going on, with such importation of the large amount of, arms, coming in. And secondly, the other intelligence report is having it that, there's likely going to be serious resistance if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not given a second chance to occupy the office. So, everybody is getting armed. Of course, it is becoming clear. And with the devastating rejection coming from Britain, that the Yoruba nation should go and dialogue with Nigeria, that is properly, a signal that there might be armed struggle over the disintegration of Nigeria. But what we are hearing, from other sources is that the advancement of the weapon coming from Libya is purely targeted at what the Biafrans are trying to achieve come December 2nd. And let me tell you, it's clear that this is not going to be as usual. They know what we mean by that. It is not going to be as usual. The Igbos are not in any struggle with anybody. We are following the principles of self-determination. They lay down rules. We don't break rules. We lay down rules of getting to the level of having that maturity to take up our position, our own position, as long as Nigeria is not involved. That is all we are asking for. We don't want Nigeria to be involved in anything we are going to do, and it's not a bad idea, So Nigeria should not be involved in what we are doing. As simple as that. So if it is going to resort to the kind of G's flying everywhere, there's going to be armed struggle at the end of the day. Let me tell you, the radical mindset of an average Igbo man is not built on the streets. It's not built in the church. It's never exhibited. The world has not witnessed it. There's already a bottled up anger that the repeat, the consequences. Let me tell you, when in good old days, when they were trying to analyze this very, very simple thing, the intelligence report, that was sent as a data was signaling, that what anybody who threatens Igbo is going to receive at the end of the day might not be anger, something bigger than anger. That thing is called fury. In everything, both in the air, in the sea, on the ground, beyond, anywhere, spirit, anything, sophistication. And the world is going to support Biafra. The whole world is backing Biafra. The whole world is seeing there is need for black man, black race to have a mini superpower. Biafra is a mini superpower. It's a super kingdom. It's a mini superpower. It's a superpower. When I use that word is that because I just want to be courteous, because to be courtesy is not an offense. We are trying to build solidarity movement globally, and we should be able to start extending our romance, our understanding, our visibility and civility to people to see. Everybody has seen it front and back. Nobody will say that he has not seen the Igbos front and back in all ramifications. We are not a threat to any humanity, and we cannot take any threat from any humanity. That is just it. There is a laid down rules. Anybody that want to succeed, anybody that want to agitate, anybody that want to, step out from the mother nation, this is what you will do. These are the requirements. It is there in the United Nations. But unfortunately, like Fela Anikulapo said, what will unite for inside United Nations? We are seeing those signs. Look at what is happening in Libya. Why would the United Nations themselves be waiting until they get to a level where millions are dying and they will come out and say peacekeeping force? That is a disgrace. The United Nations is the only civil organization in the world that represents the world government peacefully.
Why are they acting like that? Are they acting as if they are
because it is pro and anti. The leadership of the United Nations should be seen to be run by free thinkers who believe in continuation of existence, who believe in humanity, who believe in advancement, who believe in civility. And these are the qualities you can only see in Igbo man, you can only see in Biafrans. You can't see it somewhere else. You can only see it in the Jews. You can only see it in the Israelis. You can't see it anywhere. It's not something. These are something that has to do with the real status quo of the kingdom of God on earth. And anybody that is against that is against nature. And if you're against nature, nature also has its own consequence. Nature has its own rods. You know what I mean? If the sea rises, nobody can stand it. Nobody knows how the sea rises. Nobody knows what let the sea to rise. And if it rises, there's no amount of force that will stand against it. Nigerians should stop threatening Biafrans. Nigerians should stop threatening Biafrans. Should stop sending army. To stop sending army. It looks like it's a joke. It's not working. The Eastern governors should be very excellently careful. At least they should show leadership. Because maybe the world have not seen or heard the hidden treasure. Yes, Biafrans has hidden treasure.
That's what I mean.
I will not mention it to you. They have the capacity. They have the knowledge. They have the spread. Igbos are not a threat to any human being on earth. They must understand this. Biafran nation agitation is for peace. Biafran nation agitation is not to intimidate anybody. It's not to convert anybody. But we will not give an inch of our land to anyone in whatever disguise. We have had enough, and we are telling the whole world, the United States of America, we are telling Macron of France, We are telling Vladimir Putin of Russia, Jinping of China, Alexander Stubb of Finland, Stam Kama of Britain, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, world leaders, distinguished men of the Security Council, top diplomats all over the world, free thinkers, philosophers, both white and black. There's a kingdom that needs their solidarity. God bless.
They think that they can go to Britain and Britain will give it to them. Britain cannot give it to them because the major cause of Nigerian problem is Britain. Britain is the one that at the help of benefiting from our natural resources, both solid mineral, both the liquid one, oil, both social and economic wise. Britain is the one that is constituting Nigerian problem today. How do you think you can go to Britain to give you Biafra? It's zero. We are not going to Britain to give us Biafra. Biafra is not for Britain. Britain was against Biafra. Yes, if you say self-determination, Yoruba embarked on that, I think, three years ago. And as they were doing that, Igbo was arrested and jailed. Within a short period, Tinubu came to power and released only his brother, living Igbo agitator nnamdikanu, in jail. And this has spoken very bad of Tinubu as one of the most tribalized Nigerian ruler. I call him a ruler because he's not a leader. Since he released Igbo and turning his back on nnamdikanu, Tinubu is a leader, a tribalistic ruler. So what I'm trying to say is that Igbo is not doing the wrong thing. Igbo is agitating, and it is the right of every citizen of any country to agitate for self-determination. Any region in any contraption that is felt cheated, marginalized, and oppressed has the right to emancipate as a sovereignty. And that was what Biafra was, busy telling the whole world for over how many years now. Under Raf was like Ojukwu, the hero, and the current nnamdikanu and Samuel Ekpa. The Igbo region, we felt marginalized, oppressed, and persecuted by Nigerian contraption. So it is the right time that Igbo see the way from Nigeria. And the Yoruba has come up with their own, using Igbo. Where I get Igbo agitation wrong is that they should have given Igbo a spokesperson, someone that will be speaking for him, will be the person that will be announcing Yoruba nation to the world. Igbo that is leading this agitation is just a political talk used by Adedibu, the Amala and the Wedu politician of Ibadan. And he is now dead. Son Igbo has taken it upon himself. But Igbo is not an outspoken person. He's needed somebody that will be doing the job of, oratory, rendition, representing him on the basis of motivational, speech, conviction, telling the world the reason why Oduduwa Republic should come out on their own. Then when Igbo went to London 2-3 days ago to present his own case there, but as a result of his presentation, his appearance, it did not at least meticulously present his, let me say, supplication too well. And the British, they turned down on him and they telling him to go back to Nigeria and settle with the government of the day. If you ask me, I will tell you that they are not getting it right. We are not doing it the way the Yorubas are doing it. They think that they can go to Britain and Britain will give it to them. Britain cannot give it to them because the major cause of Nigerian problem is Britain. Britain is the one that at the help of benefiting from our natural resources, both solid mineral, both the liquid one, oil, both social and economic wise. Britain is the one that is constituting Nigerian problem today. How do you think you can go to Britain to give you Biafra? It's zero. We are not going to Britain to give us Biafra. Biafra is not for Britain. Britain was against Biafra some 57, 56, 54, and 50 years ago. Britain is against Biafra. Currently, they are against Biafra. That's why nnamdikanu has been in jail for a very long time. Nobody helped him out. He is a citizen of Britain. Britain is a shameful country. The worst, the most, let me say, crafty, the most subtle, the most cunning countries of Europe is Britain. Britain is a 419 state. They are the reason why Africa continent is still dwindling, coming behind on the basis of information technology and modern world economy. African economy is not growing because Britain is sitting on Kenya. Britain is sitting on Nigeria. Britain is bringing Egypt down. Britain is sitting on Zambia. Britain is sitting on where? Ghana. Ghana is among the countries that will go down in 2025. Britain is sitting on all their colonies in Africa. Britain is not the right people to meet if Yoruba want their Oduduwa nation to move forward. Britain is an enemy of the Yoruba man. I don't know why they don't know.
But you know, but for what I can say, I think the Yoruba nation, they are not together. There's no unity among them, because and without the unity, I don't think they can get this freedom they want.
Yes, the educated Yorubas, they have not come out to request for what they want. They are just at the back door, you know, enjoying the politics and the benefit of the administration of the day under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the learned one, they are not outrightly, let me say, pure, as Igbo is a pure man in Yoruba land now, going there with his own heart, loaded with grievances of what the Yoruba man is going through. But the educated one, they are insensitive of what the poor masses in the southwestern Nigeria are going through. The learned one, they are not like the unlearned one. If you ask me, the learned one, they have pure heart. The learned one, they are hiding under the edges of the fact that they are well read, thereby making the southwestern economy, bringing the economy of the southwest down, because there are people that run down establishment, companies, even government of the day in the southwest. They cling under the fact that they are the elites, under the elitism, and trying to seduce or deceive the common Yoruba man on the street that they are helping them. They are the one that introduced this Dobale of 18 Dobale before Yababa, Dobale before the political elders, you know, that are bent on at least subjugating the common Yoruba man to this kind of hardship, to this kind of level of degradation and humiliation. See, let me tell you, Igbo is the right man, irrespective of the fact that he's not an educated man, but he's a correct man.
I am praying that this set of United Nations members, EU members, Commonwealth members should stand on the truth. They should not betray the law they put down. United Nations, UN, to make sure they stop Biafra and get someone ekpa red-handed. Who are they calling? Are they not the Igbos? Someone ekpa nnamdikanu and other true Biafrans agitating, including for their own future, for their own generation. Although all of them have planned that if Biafra fell and they kill the whole Igbos, them and their family will go to any part of the world and settle. But that place you are settling, by and by, they will look at you as a betrayer. Your children may nationalize that place and become citizens of that place, but the blood of their father will never allow them to have any political post or any good appointment in that nation, because they will trace their history. You see, human being can change at any time. Human being is human being, whether black or white, whether wise or unwise, whether learned or unlearned. Changing in the life of human being is constant, is permanent. EU, European Union, AU, that you are calling, they may change their mind at any time. Ikwe nwanyi, ihe karịrị ya na emepere ngokwu, emepere mpara oye. When you give a woman what a gift that is more than what she expected, she opened her leg for you. If Nigeria promise members of United Nations, lobby them. Promise members of AU, EU, ECOWAS, lobby them enough. They may come back onto Biafra. It's common, and Nigeria know how to do it. And what they're taking to lobby is not their own. It's still Biafran property. It's not their own. Do they take any gold in Zamfara or oil in Ondo to lobby? No, because oil and gas in Biafra that they take to lobby against Biafra. But I am praying that this set of United Nations members, EU members, Commonwealth members should stand on the truth. They should not betrayed the law they put down under United Nations. It was in EU. I mean, Commonwealth. It was in AU. What are they doing? Why did they fold their hand up to now? Nnamdikanu languishing in prison. The United Nations did not do anything. Even the order they give Nigeria government to release Nnamdikanu over 2 years now. What have they done on that order? Nigeria still holding Nnamdikanu without any check, without any case. Nigeria still holding Nnamdikanu, and EU fold their hand there, looking at. That is why I tell you, say, anything can happen. Unexpected can happen. You understand? Do not surprise at the 10 minutes. United Nations, EU, and the AU, even Commonwealth, we go against someone else because they always like to go where they benefit. They always go where they feel they can control the people. Mostly, if you come to Black Africa, all these organizations never stand on the truth. They never implement the right thing. They may surely fix a man who will get to their own tune. This is why no African nation depends on their own. Watch all the whole leaders on African nation, apart from Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger now that have come up to say no. Watch all the whole Black African nation leaders, all of them dance to the tune of their colonial masters. They cannot allow a man who can be able to lead his people without depending on them to be on that throne. They remove him immediately. Do you know that Obama is the defeat of Jonathan in 2015? Obama, that antichrist, is a defeat. Is the defeat of Jonathan in 2015 election. Obama working, make sure Buhari win. Because they feel that the way Jonathan is going, the way Jonathan is following things, that he will revive Nigeria to stand firmly.
So you're saying Obama is not a good man?
He's not good. Look at how America are going. Look at how blacks in America are going against him now. Because the eyes of blacks in America have opened. They told him you cannot deceive us again as you deceive us when you are in there as a president. Now America said they will not vote on color again. They will vote on merit. Blacks in America said they will vote Donald Trump because Donald Trump have the good heart of all American citizens, whether black or white. That he doesn't discriminate. But Obama entered there, tell them vote black. He's a black man. He promised them empty promise. Tell them that he performed magic overnight. But the single thing, no black man benefited from Obama regime. Rather, the little benefit black man get is from the white regime. Therefore, they will never vote any black man in again because of Kamala is a black. And Donald Trump and Obama say he was ashamed of himself. Why blacks did not support Kamala?
So they would rather vote competence.
They said they're voting for competent person, which is Donald Trump. This is what will happen. I'm just giving you an instant between Jonathan Goodluck and Obama. They don't want any black African nation to see road. And this is one of the that I hold the Biafra. And this is one of the things that I'm praying that should not make them to change their mind against Biafra at the time that support Nigeria. If you watch, all those people are saying, we are one Nigeria, we are one Nigeria. They are immigrants. They are immigrants. All of them in North.
Are you saying the Fulanis?
They are immigrants. They are not indigenous. They enter, okay. They enter Nigeria. People know the history. They enter Nigeria. They enter Nigeria from Senegal. They enter Nigeria. Conquer Hausa. They and Hausa start war. 1800. They conquer Hausa in 1804. And rename Sokoto, rename Katsina, rename all of them to their own language. And since that 1804, how indigenous people of Hausa that own the north we are slaves up to today, serving Fulani. They are immigrants. They come to dominate. Therefore, whatever they give to other part of the world to make sure they conquer the land that did not belong to them. They don't take anything out of them. They do not remove anything from them. Rather, they make gain because what they used to fight is not their own property. And they will kill the owner of the property through their own property. You understand? Yeah. But it's a very shameful thing that the same Igbo people call themselves Igbo elite, call themselves Igbo governors, call themselves wise men, are the ones still betraying the cause of their people. Look at it, governor of Enugu State, Imo State, they are not the ones, only the people. But these are the people that came out front. Then other people, like the senators, Igbo, traditional rulers, reps, businessmen that think without Nigeria they cannot do their business. They will be at the back of these people, pushing them. Make sure they will donate money, people from their own purse, to go and lobby. Make sure that Biafra did not exist. As we hold nnamdikanu, if we can be able to get some money back, we will kill him immediately, so that Biafra will be quenched. There will be nothing like a Biafra again.